Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Sunday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Barry Wygel.
And I'm Jeslyn Grovenger. Today is March 6th, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before our first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts right now.
A new survey of U.S. gasoline prices show the cost of gas has increased nearly 33 cents in 2 weeks. This is the second biggest two-week jump in the history of the gasoline market. The national average for a gallon of gas is now $3.51, an increase of almost 38 cents from the last survey 2 weeks ago. Experts now say as the fighting between opposition forces and Libyan leader Maria-Gadhafi's troops begins to look more like a civil war, consumers can expect prices to continue to rise. While Libya is not among top suppliers of U.S. oil and only 3% of Libyan oil exports head to the United States, global economics link the events there to the pumps here.
Utility companies returned today to restore power in parts of Rayne, Louisiana, after a passing tornado produced damage over a 5-mile radius and killed one person. The woman, Jaleesa Granger, age 21, was killed while sheltering her child when a tree fell on her house during the storm. According to police, the child was found okay. The city's electricity infrastructure, issuing power to over 10,000 residents, was badly damaged. Several houses were also knocked off their foundation, and a few gas leaks were reported, evacuating 1,500 residents. Other buildings affected, including a public housing unit, and some parts of the Rayne High School. And now we'll check our current weather conditions with meteorologist Steve Travis. Steve, what's it look like out there?
Good evening, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis, currently outside the campus center here. It's 24 degrees out right now, but the wind is making it feel much colder than that. Wind chill of about 15 degrees out here, so it is very cold. Keep that in mind if you're heading out tonight. Currently we do have some snow flurries in the area. There's some light snow showers coming down right now, nothing too significant, but if you're going out on the roads tonight, they will be very slick, so go very slow. Black ice will be a big concern tonight. Also, the sidewalks are very icy too if you're just walking around campus. So be sure to take it slow. Wear some boots with good traction. Tomorrow, we will have a high of 24, and the snow will be clearing out of here, so we'll get some breaks of sunshine throughout the day. And then Tuesday will actually be quite nice with a high around 34, so warmer and sunny for Tuesday. It'll be quite a nice day then. But for tonight, we're just going to have to hold tight with these cold temperatures and stay indoors. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Steve. And now some video about an Arizona sweat lodge.
Manslaughter trial of spiritual leader James Arthur Ray. At the end of day 3, the first witness finally completed her testimony. Melissa Phillips was a participant in a sweat lodge ceremony in October 2009 in Sedona, Arizona. It was conducted by Ray, and it was after that ceremony that 3 people died, 2 the day of and 1 9 days later, and several more fell ill. Now, the state of Arizona says it really was an endurance test, an endurance of high temperatures in a cramped tent. Phillips gave the jury the first look inside that sweat lodge. Now, on cross-examination by Ray's attorney, she conceded, though, that she had choices. She chose to participate in the sweat lodge ceremony. She chose to leave after 3 of the 8 rounds. She chose to stay out for a while and go back in. When inside, she chose to lift the tent a little bit to get some fresh air. She did see other people leave during the course of the ceremony. Now, the defense suggests that Phillips and other participants knew what to expect of the sweat lodge ceremony because it was described in materials they received before they even got to Sedona, Arizona. Now, a second witness took the stand but barely started her testimony before court broke for the day. Jennifer Haley will be back on Friday morning to continue. Beth Karras, Camp Verde, Arizona.
Slumdog Millionaire child star Rubina Ali says her home was gutted by a fire that tore through her Mumbai slum. Ali said, quote, "There was fire everywhere. There was so much chaos. My house was completely burned down." The 12-year-old said she was watching TV Friday when her neighbors started yelling fire. Ali has won numerous awards for her role as young Latika in the critically acclaimed film that nabbed multiple Academy Awards. Rubina said that her family is now living in a temporary shelter.
Japanese Foreign Minister Seiji Mahara announced his resignation today after apologizing for a political scandal he was involved in. The foreign minister had been suspected for political contribution he received from a South Korean living in Japan. Japanese law prohibits politicians from accepting money from any foreigners. The amount, equaling about $600, was given to Mahara by a lifelong friend. Mahara had met with Japan's prime minister to alert him of his resignation and had his consent to do so. Mahara was only in office for 6 months, being appointed in September. And now we'll see what's going on with sports with Matt Seltzer. Matt, what do you have for us?
Well, Jeslyn, the New York Knicks fell to the Cleveland Cavaliers once again on Friday, March 4th. Baron Davis made his debut and scored 18 points. J.J. Hickson had 23 points, and former Notre Dame star Luke Herringody also had 18 points. Amari Stoudemire's 41 points, unfortunately, was not enough for the Knicks to win. Amari Stoudemire also had 9 rebounds. The final score of the game was Cleveland 119 and the Knicks 115. There's much more coming up in sports. And now back to the desk for your local news.
Constellation Energy Nuclear Group is answering questions about warning sirens that were heard at 9 Mile Point in Scriba Saturday night. According to 9 WSYR, the alarm sounded multiple times between 11 p.m. Saturday and 3 a.m. Sunday, but Constellation says there was no emergency. Spokesperson Jill Lyons says only one out of the 37 emergency sirens inadvertently activated. When crews responded, Lyons said that they determined an electrical component had failed. She says that all the system has been fixed and the alarms are now in working order.
12 Oswego County fire departments battled 2 fires this morning that left 9 people without a home. The first fire was reported around 12:30 a.m. at 440 Lehigh Road in Richland. Pulaski, Altmar, Mexico, Richland, Sandy Creek, and Williamstown volunteer firefighters responded. No injuries were reported, but 2 adults and 5 children were displaced. Around 6 a.m., another fire was reported at 80 Calkins Road in Volney. Cody, Fulton, Minetto, New Haven, Palermo, Scriba, and Volney firefighters responded. A man and a child escaped from this fire safely. The cause of both fires remains under investigation, while the American Red Cross helps families from both locations.
It'll truly be cheeseburger in paradise starting today at the region's newest Five Guys Burger and Fries that officially opened in DeWitt Paradise Plaza today. It's also the 1-year anniversary of Paradise Market, the indoor emporium that opened in February 2010, but by all accounts has its biggest name anchor opening today. The hot chain chose Paradise over competing plazas with national anchors to open its second store in Onondaga County. The franchise is also bringing its corporate leasing offices to Paradise.
And some warmer temperatures on our way this week. All of your full forecast coming up.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Student Association announced last week that due to unforeseen situations, the Student Association has postponed presidential and vice presidential elections. The elections were originally scheduled for Thursday, March 4th and Friday, March 4th rather. The rescheduled election will now take place Monday, March 7th and Tuesday, March 8th. An email containing instructions and a link to the election website will be sent out to all students tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. Please express your right to vote and elect your next Student Association president and vice president. And for more information on this election, watch WTOP's debate show on our YouTube page. That's www.youtube.com/WTOP-TV.
A $160,000 grant through Branco Santander and the State University of New York system will allow 30 students in science-related fields to study abroad at Oswego's global laboratories in Brazil. The college made the case for the grant with the help of the 8 agreements SUNY Oswego already has with Brazil, as well as course and traveling offers. Students in science, technology, engineering, and math have until April 1st to apply for 15 $5,000 scholarships, funding a 4 to 8 week study program at SUNY Oswego's Global Laboratory University in Brazil. 15 more students will have the opportunity in 2012. The remaining money for the grant will be put towards faculty travel and development.
And now we're going to take a look at your full forecast with meteorologist Steve Travis.
Thanks, Barry. Good evening. I am meteorologist Steve Travis with your forecast. We're going to start out taking a look at your almanac tonight. We had a high of 50 today. That didn't actually happen during the day. It actually happened last night at 1 in the morning, which is quite a surprise. Then the system moved through and it got colder. Now we're currently at 24 here. Record was 60 back in 1974, and we did record 0.28 of an inch of rain today. Your regional temperatures, as you can see, Oswego 24, Hannibal also holding steady at 24, Parrish 23, and Constantia to 26. That's our warm spot in the region tonight. Taking a look at your New York State weather, as you can see, New York City is the warm spot right now with 55, and they're having very heavy rains down there right now. Watertown is your cold point with 22 degrees, and Buffalo's at 27. Taking a look at your WeatherTap satellite now, you can see the storm system moving up the coast, really pumping a lot of moisture around right up the coast into New York City and that region. We're seeing some light snow showers here, but nothing too significant. And a look at your radar, you can see a well-defined line here, rain-snow line. So you have a line of mixed precipitation, then snow to the west. Binghamton's getting some heavy snows now, and then New York City is really getting a lot of rain currently. A look at your futurecast for 1 a.m. tonight. You can see the snow's moving out of our area. And tomorrow, 7 in the morning, you'll see some clearing skies starting. We won't have any more snow showers after that generally. And then very nice clear skies for tomorrow afternoon. We'll have a nice sunny day. It should be pretty good out there. So taking a look at your forecast, for tonight, snow showers moving out of the area. A low temperature of 21 degrees, but roads will be slick. Keep that in mind. It'll also be very windy out there with the north wind at 20 to 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, a high of 24, some snow in the morning, then mostly sunny later in the day. Still windy with north winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Monday night, low of 14, quite chilly out there, but not quite as windy, so it won't be too bad as far as wind chills are concerned. And Tuesday, we're warming on up, 34 degrees, mostly sunny skies, quite a lot warmer on Tuesday, and that's really starting our big warm-up of the week. As you can see, in our extended forecast, we have Monday and Tuesday with sunny skies. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to get into some rain showers, but it will be warmer. And for your weekend, it looks like it might actually be pretty nice, sunny skies with a high of 40 for your Saturday.
So I guess last week was kind of just a tease with that warmer weather, wasn't it?
It was, just a little taste of spring for us.
We all thought that that winter was over, but guess not.
It is. This might be our last big shot of snow.
I hope so. I can't wait for it to get warmer. The snow's killing me.
I know. But
I agree. So looking pretty good for the weekend?
It is. Right now it looks like it's going to be pretty nice, pretty sunny, and it will be starting to get warmer, more spring-like overall. So.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Thanks,
Exactly.
Steve. And when we come back, we'll have your music news. But first, here's a look at your late night menu.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at oswego.edu/summer. Don't forget, registration begins March 9th.
Was gonna be there anyway. But thinking of you's working on my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. But my sister shows together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
Rockets in flight. Woo! Afternoon delight. Woo!
I think you got it.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hey, what's up? We're Hawthorne Heights, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television.
Welcome back to Sunday Night News. Now in studio, we have our reporter, Andrew Sanders, to give you all the latest news from the world of music. Andrew, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Jeslyn. This week in music news, more than 70 guitars belonging to legendary British music icon Eric Clapton will be auctioned off in New York this week. The instruments include a 2005 Fender Stratocaster signature model, which is expected to sell for at least $20,000, according to Routers.com. Clapton used the signature guitar during the Cream reunion series of concerts in 2005. Proceeds of the auction will benefit the Crossroads Center, which Clapton, a recovered alcoholic and former heroin addict, founded in 1998. This week in MTV's show Rap Fix Live, rapper Lil Kim detailed some of her experiences while serving time for being convicted on 3 counts of perjury. When asked by MTV about her prison experiences, Lil Kim said that there were, quote, a few haters inside, but there was also plenty of support for her by fans and other celebrities alike, including Oprah. On Kim's entry into the Federal Detention Center of Philadelphia, she said, quote, when I first got to prison, I slept so good for the first 3 weeks. I was greeted with open arms by a lot of wonderful, wonderful girls. Yesterday, at 6 a.m., Sirius XM introduced the world's first and so far only Charlie Sheen radio station called Tiger Blood Radio. According to Billboard.com, the station's purpose is to, quote, provide breaking news, facts, fallout, and career implications of the Charlie Sheen controversy. The radio station's name is derived from several interviews with Sheen from this past week, where he mentioned on numerous occasions, among other fantastical and bizarre claims, that he has tiger blood inside his body. According to WikiLeaks reports, Mariah Carey accepted a $1 million fee to perform a New Year's Eve party for Libyan leader Muammar al-Gadhafi's son in 2008. Today, Carey announced she feels, quote, horrible and embarrassed for performing on behalf of Gaddafi's son. In a statement to the Associated Press, Carey announced, quote, I was naive and unaware of who I was booked to perform for. This is a lesson for all artists to learn from. We need to be more aware and take more responsibility regardless of who books our shows. I'm Andrew Sanders, and this has been your week in music news.
All right, thanks, Andrew. So Lil Kim doesn't make prison sound too bad, does she?
No, in fact, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad at all.
And then I was promised some Jersey Shore news, but I guess you couldn't find any. I was a little disappointed there.
Well, you know, I'm the music news reporter. I don't see Snooki coming out with any music anytime soon.
I don't know. She's already got a book. You never know, do you?
And you know, Pauly D did have that rap song, so
I'm sorry.
You never know what the cast is going to come out with.
Next time, I'll start off my story with Jersey Shore. How about that?
That's what I want to hear. But all right. Thanks for that. So Charlie Sheen now saying he has tiger blood in his body. Is that he really said that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would get tiger blood in your body. I guess he's been eating a lot of tigers. That's the only thing I can really think of.
I guess so. All right, thanks, Andrew. Former Auburn police officer Brian K. Hutchings faces a much longer prison sentence than what was originally reported. According to Syracuse.com, Hutchings could be imprisoned anywhere from 6 to 18 years after he was convicted on 29 bribery and misconduct-related charges last week. The prosecutor said he has yet to decide on what his sentence recommendation would be, but he did say some prison time would be appropriate. Hutchings, who is being held in county jail, is to be sentenced on May 3rd.
New York Army National Guard soldiers will be heading to Afghanistan in early 2012. Currently under the command of Syracuse-based 27th Brigade Combat Team. About 2,200 New York Guard soldiers will be sent, the largest deployment since 2005. Nearly 1,700 guards have already traveled to Iraq in 2008, training Afghan National Police. The mission this time will embed and support Afghan Army and police who have already been trained. According to the Pentagon, developing combat capabilities is a priority. And now, a full look at sports with Matt Seltzer.
The Oswego State men's basketball team lost to Rhode Island College yesterday at Max Seal Gymnasium. The final score was 71-63. The Lakers' Chad Burridge had 14 points, and Chris Gilks had 13 points. Hayden Ward scored a career-high 21 points and had 9 rebounds. The Lakers had a very successful season and should be very proud of themselves. This was their first appearance in the NCAA tournament. The Oswego State men's basketball team finished their season with a record of 24-5. The Miami Heat lost their 4th straight game today against the Chicago Bulls. LeBron James had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls had 27 points, and Carlos Boozer of the Bulls scored 12 points. Chicago's record of being on the road is 17-14. The final score of this very close game was 87-86. The Bulls move into second place in the East and complete the season sweep of the Heat. In NASCAR, Carl Edwards wins the Cobalt Tools 400 today at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Edwards is off to his best start of his career today. Tony Stewart was the leader, but then was penalized. He was penalized for leaving his pit stall with the air hose still attached to his car. This is Carl Edwards' second victory at Las Vegas and his 19th win of his career. This race was definitely full of surprises and had a lot of excitement. That's it for sports. Now back over to Barry and Jeslyn.
Thanks, Matt. When we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
And now here's a dive into the lighter side of news. It might be one of the most intense rivalry in all of sports. It's not the Yankee or the Red Sox or the Cowboys and the Redskins, but the FBI and the Secret Service. Their hockey teams clashed on the ice Saturday night in their annual match. The two teams, made up of agents from the different organizations, have been playing against each other for more than 10 years. They raise money for different charitable causes for either FBI or Secret Service agents. This year, organizers asked for a $5 donation from attendants, with the money raised going to Keith Ryle, a Secret Service agent who was diagnosed with cancer.
A university in New Jersey has decided to allow male and female students to share dorms in three of their dorm buildings. Flagship State University claims this as an effort to make the campus more comfortable for gay students after a publicized suicide last year. Starting this fall, all students, regardless of their sexual preference, can choose a male or female roommate. A similar program was introduced on a Newark campus. A number of other colleges, including the University of Maryland, New York's Columbia University, and George Washington University, are offering similar housing options. After Tyler Clementi's suicide at Rutgers last year, the organization is pressing for more programs like these, allowing students to choose roommates they are more comfortable with.
Who wants to go to Hogwarts? Well, Warner Brothers is allowing Potterheads to do just that when the Making of Harry Potter tour launches in the spring of 2012. Located at Warner Brothers Studios in Leavesden, England, the production base for all 8 films, the 3-hour tour features costumes, animatronics, props, effects, and sets used in the Harry Potter movies, including the Great Hall and Dumbledore's office. The Great Hall was built in 2000, 120 feet long and 40 feet wide with a solid stone floor, according to a press release. It includes the tables and benches where Harry, Ron, and Hermione and the rest of the Hogwarts gang regularly gathered.
And now let's take a look.
A customer at a New York liquor store gets into a heated argument with the clerk. Upset that she isn't allowed to use the store's bathroom, the woman goes on a rampage, clearing shelves and smashing inventory.
She just put her hand in here, and she all the way down. And when she got to this area, she grabbed this display here and threw it down to the floor, and then walked out.
Police got a good glimpse at the woman on surveillance video and know she traveled by cab. They are actively looking for her and say she faces criminal charges. There's more drama at the Wisconsin State House. State Representative Nick Milroy had a run-in with security guards when he tried to enter the building Thursday night. One officer tackled the representative to the ground. Under a judge's order, no one is allowed in the Capitol after normal business hours. Milroy said he just wanted to get personal items from his office. And take a look at this. NASA has just released video of the Space Shuttle Discovery's liftoff from 6 different camera angles. The cameras were attached to 2 rocket boosters that eventually landed in the Atlantic Ocean. Discovery is on its final mission and is scheduled to return to Earth next week. For Take a Look at This, I'm Matt Cherry.
All right, Steve, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be a little chilly tomorrow starting out. It's going to be around 21 for most of your class day tomorrow, but it will be sunny out, which will be quite nice. So,
all right.
Something to look forward to tomorrow.
So not too bad. Better than today, right?
So, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at the WTOP 10 News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Matt Seltzer.
I'm Steve Travis.
I'm Jeslyn Grovenger.
And I'm Barry Wygel. Have a great night, Oswego. We'll see you here tomorrow.